What's up YouTube, it's Maestro, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create your own preset library for the North Stage 4 and how to utilize the presets on the North Stage 4. Let's get into it. So recently what I've been doing is pretty much trying to find different ways on how to use the North Stage 4 to better organize my programs and to better have access to those same programs. And so I've recently been trying to utilize the preset library, and I noticed that when I'm switching patches and choosing different presets that I've created, I noticed that they actually add on to the patch and I actually switch the patch itself. And so it gave me an idea to start creating my own preset library, and these presets will also be available at maestroworld.com. They're going to be included in a stage preset pack for the North Stage 4. But it also gave me an idea in essence of if I'm going to say I have a string patch or a string sound that I've already EQ'd, that I've already pretty much made to my liking, I would love to use that same sound into a different patch without having to go to this patch, copy, go to that patch and paste it. And so the preset library for the North Stage 4 is actually a great way in doing that. And so I'm going to go into this next clip and show you guys how to do that. So to get started creating your own preset library for the North Stage 4, there's one thing that you should know. If you are trying to create a preset based off of patch sounds that utilize the split point feature on the North Stage 4, then the preset will not save properly. And what do I mean by that? For example, I have a preset or a program called B3 Him in Full that's also available at maestroworld.com. This program specifically incorporates the B3 bass feature in the lower side of the keyboard via the split point here, and the upper manual feature on the keyboard as well. Now, if I went to create a program for this, the program would save, but it would save as what's called a single layer preset. And you see that notated here. And what that means again is that if you are creating a preset based off of a program that utilizes the split point feature, the program will not save. Well, correction, it will save, but the split point will not save. So in essence, the two manuals that I have set will actually play simultaneously. They will play at the same in the same sense. So B3 bass would play on top of the lower manual or upper manual that I have set instead of it being in a split point. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So to create a preset library, we're going to utilize this B3 Him in Full to first showcase what I was mentioning previously. To do this, we're going to hit Store and we're going to hit Organ. Now, if you do not hit this and you just hit Store, it will just save your program as another program. But you want to make sure after you hit Store, you hit the preset button for which you want to store. So if you're storing the organ preset, hit Organ. If you're storing a piano preset, hit Piano, and likewise with Synth. So we're going to store an organ preset. We're just going to call this unnamed. You will have the capability of storing it over another patch. So like in this case, we have B3 full, but we're just going to store it here as unnamed. And what I'm going to do is actually go into a separate empty program and show you what I mean. So again, that B3 Him in Full utilizes the B3 bass split feature as well as a lower manual and the upper setting of the keyboard. So what we're going to do, cut off the piano section, press the organ section, and we're going to go to the unnamed or B3 full section, right? And so if we play this, if you listen closely, you can hear the B3 bass and the lower manual or the upper manual playing at the same time without the B3 split. And you can see here on the keyboard that same split that I had is not present. So again, this will only work if you're using two piano sections or two layers without a split point. And so let's go into another patch that we may want to use for a preset. So let's say we go into, let's see, what is this? This is my Majestic Hope, and we have this right here. Now let's say we want to utilize that as a preset because we may want to use that same setting or same sound setting down the line. What we're going to do again, store. This is going to be saved as a synth preset. We'll hit synth, and because we do not have a name for it just yet, we'll hit store as, and we'll save this as just a random name. You know what? We'll save it as magic. All right. So what this means is if I am again playing a separate empty program and I have, say I want to utilize an electric EP, and even in this instance I have a preset for one of the roads that we use or that is available on the North Stage 4. Right? And I say, okay, I want to use that preset that I used in the Magic Hope, but I don't remember all the settings and EQ settings that I used. Oh, I remembered. I created a patch for it. And so we have it magic. And technically, this is not supposed to be saved here. I have a Power Grand preset that I will have to override. So actually, in this instance, let's do this. We'll hit store, synth preset, and we'll save magic right here. Okay. And so again, we'll go back. Now we have the patch. All right. And so we're going to go into a different program, and then I will show you guys some of the presets that I have available for the new stage preset pack for the North Stage 4. So we're going to actually go into right here, Power Grand. I have all my settings that I like, so I'm going to hit store. I'm going to cut this off, hit store, piano. Actually, this is a synth, sorry, synth. And we're going to name this Power Grand. Okay. So next for the presets I have, again, I have the Power Grand preset here for the piano. So if you ever want to just use the Power Grand, but you don't want to use the same settings. All right. I also have a Royal Grand 3D preset that I like. Pretty much took the Royal Grand piano, EQ'd it, and did a couple other things to it, just so I can get the the sound that I want technically out of the piano. Now again, another thing to note, if you own a patch and you want to again utilize a different preset, you want to make sure that you turn that section off. If you don't want to use it, open your preset that you do want and utilize that. So in this case, okay. And then I also have a felt piano preset as well. All right. And then we're going to go into a couple of the synth presets. Now I do have a organ preset, which is just a B3 Hammond preset. Again, this is just basic B3 Hammond. All right. So back to the synth programs. Again, we have the Power Grand We have a praise synth. I do have a B3 bass split, but again, this only incorporates the bass without the split. Again, so if you still wanted to use a split function on this, you can just turn the split function on and change to where you want it. Okay. Now we do have the dark light pad. All right. Then we have a couple of the, basic sounds that I've EQ'd already. Background strings, bell chief, and these are already also set volume wise to where you would need them. So when you plug them into the patch that you want to create, you'll have them. We have atmosphere worship. Now, some of the programs do incorporate the mod wheel as a control basis for the volume, as shown here. So some of them will work with the mod wheel. All right. And then we have a couple other ones. I do have one called Heaven. All right. And then we have, let's see. Then I have one called Zathura. All right. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope this video was a tremendous blessing to you guys in learning the importance of the preset library for the North Stage 4, how to utilize this preset library for your own needs as a musician. If you would like the presets that I have available, head over to maestroworld.com and check out the North Stage 4 stage preset pack and any other pack that you would like on the North Stage 4. We also have packs available for the North Stage 3, Yamaha Mod X, and Roland V Stage keyboards. Also, right now we do have a sale going on for all packs, or 30% off until the end of July. Thanks again for watching the video, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.